and welcome to another Mindful Monday. Have you ever felt like you are just in this crazy, relentless battle with consistency? Maybe a fight, we could say, wondering what happens, why it's so freaking elusive. Well, today's Mindful Monday is just what you need. It could be the key to that mystery that you've been trying to solve and you've had a hard time dealing with. We are going to dive into a very liberating perspective on consistency. Understand the hidden reasons why you could be struggling with consistency. And this could be the breakthrough that you've been looking for. And the reason why I'm doing this now is oftentimes what we are halfway past the midway point in January. New Year's resolutions fall off. Majority of people do not stay consistent with their New Year's resolution or vision or intention into February. So I want to give you the key that's going to help keep you going so you stay strong all year long. But before I get into that, I definitely want to recap our last episode. So we talked about in that episode having that vision and then creating into aligned action. What does that look like? I've got this beautiful vision. I allowed myself to dream because that's what we did the week before that. Now, how do I put this into actual steps? Well, the first thing I told you to do was get your proof. Write everything down that the universe does for you that shows you that it is working on your behalf. Now, the key behind this is so when you have those moments where you feel like things aren't working, you can always go back to that list and say, nope, nope, nope. On this day, the universe did this. And on this day, you know that something is happening. So it helps when you have those downtimes. The other thing it does is it helps you reshape or rewire your brain so that you are constantly looking for the miracles in your life. You're looking for that manifestation. It's how you 10x your manifestation instantly by immediately going into action, looking for proof that it has already happened. It's already so, it's coming your way. Then after that, we talked about making smaller steps. What aligned action can you take to meet your miracle, to meet that manifestation, right? Meet it where you want to be. So breaking that down into small chunks, really evaluating your core beliefs, your values, and how that can get you to your manifestation, your vision, what you set for this year, or maybe if you thought maybe long term. So how you start becoming, right? You ask the question, who do I need to become to obtain XYZ? Then we talked about measuring your progress. That's right. You have to know where you are. You have to figure out what you want to measure. A good way could be that proof that you set out. I'm going to measure by the proof. And as I see more proof come in, that lets me know that I'm on the right track. You could be measuring using numbers. You could be measuring using impact. But whatever it is, you figure out a way to track your progress and measure it. Yes. So those are the things. That's how you take this big, beautiful vision and manifestation you have for your life and create it into aligned, actionable steps. Last thing I almost forgot was celebrating the wins, no matter how big or small, celebrating that you are taking steps and the universe is taking steps and you are having this beautiful dance with the universe where you guys are co-creating something freaking amazing. Let me know what you are manifesting. I'd love to celebrate it with you. But now, let's get into today's topic. So I think it is so pertinent for today and this time. As I said, as we get into February, people start forgetting their New Year's resolution. You go back to old patterns. You find it really hard to break limiting patterns. And it's really funny because we often praise consistency as a virtue, right? And it's this essential for achieving goals. But let's flip the switch, I should say. Let's turn that lens inwards and ask ourselves the really difficult question here. What if consistency we learned in childhood was actually marred by negativity? Think about that. What if consistency for you when you were younger was only bad things? This created a subconscious pattern that now might trip you up. This isn't just about failing to stick to a routine. This isn't about how our past can cast a long shadow over our present aspirations. Or this is how our past can cast a long shadow over our present aspirations. Well, if you haven't considered it, I really want you to take some time and consider it. It's time that you consider that this profound but often overlooked truth about consistency, your challenges with consistency, may not be a matter of your willpower or your discipline, but rather it's just a reflection of a deeper issue, something on the subconscious level, deeply rooted in your past. Now, this realization isn't meant to discourage anyone. On the contrary, I want you to use this as a stepping stone to truly change and to access personal growth. When we have this power, when we have this knowledge, we have this power, and we're able to move forward knowing that these things are there. Our bodies hold on to profound wisdom, and it's our past experiences, especially those of our younger years, that shape our views on consistency. So sometimes the answer to our mental blocks are not just our thoughts, but they're also in our physical responses as well. Recognizing how your body interprets these situations is body cues, and this can be deeply transformative to better understanding yourself and overcoming any of our deep-rooted challenges with consistency or any other limiting patterns you might have. So I want to kind of put this in perspective for you. So, let me share a story with you that will hopefully it'll resonate. So it was during a healing session with someone, a former client, where we uncovered that their inability to stick with a particular routine was tied with their childhood experiences. So their consistency was associated with negative events for their childhood. They remembered that every time things were bad, it was consistent. They remembered negative events and it was consistently bad. And so this was really an eye-opening thing for them because it was incredibly freeing and liberating. This allowed them to see their struggle with consistency in a new light and really start a new journey of really reprogramming their own perceptions of consistency. This particular person, there was a lot of chaos and there was a lot of flux in their life. But when things were, I can't even say calm, but when things were consistent, they were consistently bad. There were consistently bad things going on, or it was a consistent negative environment. So to embark on this journey for yourself, here are some empowering tips that you can use to help you with your struggle with inconsistency. Take a moment to explore your past, especially your childhood. If there are experiences where consistency was linked to, negative environment or negative outcomes, acknowledge that this could be what is challenging you. This can be really relieving and truly informative. This could be the breakthrough that you need. This is why I'm so excited to share this information with you. The other thing you can do is track your emotional patterns. Pay attention to how you feel when you try to maintain consistency. Understand that these emotional responses, these triggers, can be our teachers. They are enlightening because they point us in areas that need to be healed or maybe need help with reframing or refocusing our attention, right? The other thing is journaling for clarity and for insight. By keeping a journal of your attempts at being consistent at something, at a consistent behavior, can really underline the patterns and belief that you truly have. This practice is not just about tracking your progress, but it's about gaining a deeper self-awareness. And self-awareness is key. You can also reframe consistency in your mind. Start consciously reframing what consistency means to you. Now, you can do this by associating a positive outcome with personal growth or an achievement of your goals. You can start making this mental shift so it can be transformative, so it can be a positive experience. The last thing, and I think the most important thing and the most impactful thing that I do with clients is help them reprogram their body. So using somatic therapy or practices. These approaches really, really, really can be transformative and incredibly helpful in addressing deep-rooted issues in the physical responses. Start by integrating activities into your daily routine that bring you joy and that bring you physical well-being. For example, if you find pleasure in dancing, maybe schedule a regular dance session. This is right there with consistency and allows the body to move and help you process any energy around consistency itself. You know, it's about gently shifting your subconscious to associate consistency with positive and uplifting sensations. If you are affected with consistency or you have an associated memory where consistency is negative, or a trauma where that was programmed deep with consistency. This method of somatics doesn't only alter your perception of consistency, but it also just enriches you total health and well-being. And of course, as always with some tips and tricks, is seeking support and guidance. Sometimes in this journey of reprogramming, our associations with consistency require external help and support. And know that I am here as a guide if you choose to use this. There are therapy, there are support groups, there is mindfulness coaching. Please do not hesitate to ask for help when it comes with dealing with your battles of consistency. Even just telling someone, they can be your accountability partner, right? And understanding the real reason behind your struggles with consistency is not just about solving a problem. And I really want you to hear that. It's really about opening the doors to a world of potential. This is your first step into a journey that leads not just to improve habits, but a profound transformation in how you approach your goals, your aspirations, heck, how you approach anything in life, if I'm being honest, right? So as we wrap up this Mindful Monday, I know it was packed filled of nuggets and gems. I want you to really take this newfound understanding with consistency as a beacon of hope. Know that you're not just uncovering the reasons for past struggles or maybe even current struggles. You are truly paving a way for future success. Embrace this opportunity to reframe your relationship with consistency, to give yourself a little more self-love and compassion, and, tuning into a source that maybe was frustrating and turning it into a powerful ally on your journey for achieving your dreams and your best life. We only have one in this body, I say. So make the most of it. Until we meet again next time, where I will be talking about, I believe it's purpose. Have a beautiful week. Bye.